name's DJ. How you going out there? I'm one of the sax tutors at National Music Academy.
My name's Ange. I've been playing the saxophone for 12 years and I've been teaching for just over 6.
Oh, I've been playing since probably just after I got out of high school. So that's a long time, many years. So over 20 years, let's just say that.
Unlike most people, I didn't grow up watching The Simpsons, so I can't say the typical answer of, I wanted to be just like Lisa. But I think 7-year-old me really just liked the big shiny gold thing.
Originally I started out on guitar, then I really had a love for jazz, and guitar wasn't facilitating the way that I heard it. So I went to clarinet to begin with, and still love the clarinet, play the clarinet, and also teach that here at the Academy. But through just those lessons and just getting into the jazz journey on that, saxophone started really having more of an influence on how I was hearing lines, and also the artists that I started listening to. And so eventually I've made saxophone more of the primary instrument.
People always think that you've got to puff out your cheeks when you play, but in reality it really just doesn't work. It makes everything sound horrible.
One thing is that people tend to assume that saxophone has a sound by itself and all you've got to do is blow, which is not entirely true. So very much what you listen to, the sound that you're inspired by, is how you're going to end up being a player. So the sound of the saxophone is dependent on what you listen to and how you express yourself back through the horn. And it's important to get that right before you even start.
My playing has definitely been influenced by a really good family friend, Andy Spade. His family actually started the Manly Jazz Festival in Sydney, and he's just been such a big role model for me. I've had so many opportunities to actually play with him and even play his saxophones, which is awesome. Also Northern Beaches local, which is where I grew up. Amy Dixon has also been such a great inspiration for me, especially because she's a female. And it's just been great, following along her journey. I've even had lessons with her brother. And it's just really, really cool that so many great people have been so close to me, and I've had, first-hand experience of some of my biggest influences.
Well, coming from clarinet, I really liked the original sort of forms of jazz, like the traditional stuff, but then I more sort of got into the 40s sort of thing, and that was more swing. And then the swing players, obviously, like Leslie Young, who I mentioned before, and then the bebop players like Charlie Parker. Every saxophone player is influenced by that, especially jazz ones. And then as you get into more contemporary playing and more of what's happening on the charts at the moment, Bob Reynolds, who plays with Snarky Puppy, big influence on my tenor playing and my sound that I go for. I don't say that I sound like him, but it's certainly something that inspires me to get a tone more similar to that. Who else? Well, pretty much all the funk players, all the rock players like Dave Sanborn, those kind of guys. Yeah, a bit of influence from them too.
Technique is definitely such an important aspect of playing saxophone. Every kind of genre has a different characteristic and technique that we got to focus on, but really I just love having fun. I love playing what people want to play. I love inspiring people, so yeah, I'm open to whatever you guys want to learn.
Depending on where the student is when they come in, what level of sax playing they're at, it depends on where we pick up from and where we keep going from. But there are always basics and sort of fundamentals to everybody's playing that you've got to keep doing, doesn't matter what level you're at.
The saxophone is just the best instrument. It's so versatile. You can go from playing a Bach sonata 1 minute to, a Charlie Parker jazz piece to a big poppy song. You can just play anything. It sounds amazing, and it's just the best.
Don't learn it if you don't love it, because saxophone takes a long time to get your embouchure, all of this area here in your mouth, exactly right, so that you're going to make a sound that you like. Being inspired by a play that you already like as a saxophone player. If you don't have a direction in sound before you even start, you can get some guidance from me or teachers like me on that in the beginning, but it's really important that you fall in love with the sound of sax so that you want to play it and practice it. So I would take it up if you want to express yourself in probably one step back from a vocal. The saxophone is probably one of the most expressive instruments out there, so if you really want to emotionally express yourself in a song, you can do that on the sax, more so than just about anything else, and sometimes even more so than singing, because you can be in so many different registers, like ranges, and really scream out, whether it's like or just really soft. Etc., etc. You can just move through different things and really have an expressive, wonderful time playing saxophone.